In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys a stock that is set to explode very, very soon, and why y'all should keep it on your watch list. We're going to look at the overall market once again. Stocks sold off quite a bit, so we're going to get you guys prepared as always. Alright, y'all, let's dive right into the charts right off the bat. We got the NASDAQ over here. And the market did exactly what I thought it would do. If you didn't watch the last video, I strongly recommend that you do. I shared with you guys this very simple and somewhat lean descending triangle on the NASDAQ. I had this green circle drawn in that video. I told you I'll watch it for a drop to $17,400. I was wrong about the bottom by like 50 bucks. All right, it didn't quite get in there, but again, there might be more drop tomorrow. The market overall is still bearish, so we might see a dip way below this level tomorrow even. All right, but it provided you guys an opportunity to make some money on QQQ and on SPY. All right, so congratulations if you made some money on those two. Now, let's look at the VIX. The VIX is elevated at the moment. The VIX is way above that red band, all right? This is in the panic/fear territory where we see the indices sell off aggressively up here, all right? So the longer we stay up here and the more we trade up, right? The more we trade slowly up towards 17 and towards 18, the more aggressive the sell-off in the markets will be. So be very, very careful and very prepared, all right? This week is going to be very interesting. Now, the first stock to keep on watch for tomorrow, that stock is, let me go on the 1 minute. That stock is AFRM. All right. Now, with AFRM, the reason why I want to share AFRM with y'all once again is because of the daily charts. Again, it tried to recover and break the previous highs of like 51. The earnings report weren't so hot. It ended up being an IV crush, and the stock collapsed a little bit, and it's been slowly trickling down. There is a structure on the 4-hour. Actually, no, let's look at the weekly. The weekly looks really, really bearish. There's a lot of room right here, all right? It all depends on how fast we're going to see that drop. Way back when, maybe like a month ago when I shared this one, I told you I'll watch it for a drop to $30. It's been playing games for weeks, and I think that drop to $30 might be coming sooner rather than later. All right, now we're gonna zoom into the chart, into the 4-hour chart right here, and there is a structure on there, and it just broke down this afternoon. It's right there. This is a bearish pennant that broke down. This thing broke down on Friday, actually, not this afternoon. Broke down on Friday, and it still stayed down below $39. And it looks like it got more room to fall. My alert is at $32, and I don't think, and my opinion is not changing. I think it's going to drop there. I don't know how fast it's going to get there. Again, like I said, I don't know how fast. It's been playing games, and it's been teasing these levels, like teasing the $37 level, $38 level. This might be the moment where we finally see a break and panic and chaos in this stock. Set your alert right here at $36.25. That way you get notified when these dip buyers who are located here get taken out. And when they get taken out, that causes the flush, all right? So keep that one on your watch list. Now, the next one that we're going to discuss in today's video, that stock is PAWN. All right. Now, no, it's not. It's PANW. Yeah, it's this one. Now, with this one, this apparently is a cybersecurity stock. I looked it up, and it is a cybersecurity stock. So look at all of the stocks like CrowdStrike and Snow, and the cyber ETF itself. All right, along with this one, it had a negative reaction through earnings, and the stock is down by 20%. Usually, after these massive drops, what tend to happen is the stock is gonna try to be a little bit generous, but it's not gonna go that far. I highly doubt that it's gonna move to. It's gonna. I highly doubt that it's going to move above 300 before continuing lower and lower and lower towards $270 tomorrow. Right? A similar play like Snapchat. Y'all remember when I shared with y'all Snapchat and I drew the play-by-play for y'all and I followed it exactly to the T. I'm expecting the same thing for PANW. And if you really want to know what happened to Snapchat, we can look at Snapchat. All right. Now, Snapchat, this was, let's see, 1 hour chart. And this is it right here. This is what I'm talking about. First, we have the massive drop. And then it stays at that level throughout the night. And then it shows just a little bit of it's a little bit of pity, honestly, to anybody who bought calls or who are long, and they gave them just a little bit of a chance to take a smaller loss before we saw the flush and the all day faded throughout the day. So this kind of move, expect the same thing for PANW. There is a gap to fill, but it's way, way, way down at like $200. I don't know exactly when that's going to get filled. That I don't know. It's at 210 actually, right? I don't know when that's gonna get filled. Usually after these massive 20-25% drop from earnings, there tend to be some games throughout the next weeks and maybe a little bit of a fade. How deep will that fade really, really go? We will see. Again, that's why we gotta look at clues intraday to let us know when to get in and when to get out. But that gap is gonna get filled. It's only a matter of time. All right. And looking at CrowdStrike is also down quite a bit, but to $300 below where all of these buyers are located. There are buyers in this candle right here, and there are greedy buyers also located in this candle right here who failed to get out when this thing jumped up to 338. And right now, they're gonna wake up tomorrow. They're gonna see that the stock is down. That fear is gonna kick in, and then we're gonna see a drop all the way down to like 390, maybe 38 to 290 or to 285, somewhere along that region. The stock is overbought on a daily anyways, so a cool off would be ideal. A cool off on a stock wouldn't really surprise me. Like just a massive drop all the way down to 250 by the next earnings report. Yeah, again, I don't know how fast it's gonna get there. I'm just saying, just suspected downtrend for the next few days. Now let's discuss Walmart. Let's do an update on Walmart here. The reaction on it was positive, which I expected, and it actually gave the day trading opportunity wasn't really there to the long side, but it was there to the short side after it failed to break above 181. It really, really tried. And I told you guys, I didn't know exactly how high it was going to go. I knew that there was going to be a huge push higher because we've seen trends of stocks creeping up towards all-time highs. And then when earnings hit, they make a new high, right? Kind of like Netflix and Meta. So the situation was similar here, but this is kind of nasty. Like it popped up a little bit and then faded throughout the day. What typically happens after these red candles like that, there tends to be more red candle that follows. And the gap kind of gets filled. Whether we make a little curl, that's for another video. But this is what I see for the next 2 days. I see a drop all the way down towards 172 for Walmart. All right. Now, the other stock that I mentioned yesterday was HD. And HD ended up staying at the same price, essentially. It gave one day trading opportunity intraday right here. About an hour and a half after the open, it gave a bullish pennant for the move here to make some money to the long side. But overall, it's looking kind of flat. I don't think it's gonna get up here, especially with the way I'm feeling about all of the indices. They're all bearish right now. All right, and as long as they continue to sell off, this thing is gonna eventually make a turnaround to the downside. We're gonna look at the daily. All right. And this is what I'm expecting. Y'all see how this is looking, right? We had earnings, and then we got this candle right here. It's bullish, and it also engulfs the previous candle. But we could see something like this, which is very similar to what's happening right now to DraftKings right here. All right, so DraftKings had literally the same exact situation. Same candles, a doji followed by a bullish engulfing candle that barely engulfs that previous one, and then the next candle that follows is pretty much the beginning of a downtrend. So that right there, I'm expecting it for HD. Set your alerts right at 360, and if you break below that, then the odds of us seeing a candle like this that closes below yesterday's open would be pretty good. All right, so that's my thoughts on HD. Now, the last stock that we're going to discuss today is actually a stock that one of you asked about. For those of you who dropped your stocks in the comment section, somebody asked about A and F. All right. Now, A and F looks like this. A and F is really, really high right now. And earnings is coming up, I think, next week. This is what, the 6th? Okay, in about 2 weeks. So the contracts are not super inflated yet. All right, but obviously with the stock being so high like this, it broke above the previous all-time high way, way, way long ago from this earnings, all right? And right now, I think the reaction to the next earnings in 2 weeks is definitely going to be negative, right? Unless we have a huge drop all the way down towards like 95 before then, unless we see that, then yeah, I'm leaning bearish. I'm leaning bearish from now until then. All right, watch this one for a drop all the way down to like maybe $100. The volume is there. It's a lot higher than the previous two candles. Like today's volume is double the average volume of the last two business days, and also intraday. Intraday, it looks like there wasn't enough time to actually form a bearish pennant intraday with a breakdown intraday. So it's still kind of cooking. So if you want, you can set an alert right here, right at 114.8. And if that breaks down, I do expect chaos and a sell-off for the stock. All right, so that's my very honest thoughts on A and F, and I hope that helps you out, to the person who asked about it. And that is the end of the video. Again, do not forget to annihilate the like button. As always, remember, I make these videos from Sunday to Thursday at exactly 10 p.m. Central Time. So definitely click on that subscribe button and click on that notification bell. That way YouTube notifies you whenever I release these videos. If you'd like to be part of a private Discord community, we can get all of this information in real time as I see them, along with the contracts that I buy and the plays that I make and the reason why I take the trades that I take to begin with. You can find that as the first link in the description of the video below. Don't forget to follow my social media at Paul Nguma and the Patternology Lab on Instagram and on X. And lastly, to get some free stocks with Webull, you can use the third link in the description of the video below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is Patternology Lab, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in tomorrow night's video.